Now, today we have a special guest. It's our boss, Caixin Global Managing Editor, Doug Young. Now, being our boss, we have to say he knows everything, but his specialist subject is China tech. So Douglas, I'm guessing you've got a tech story for us.
That's right, Josh, and thanks for that intro. For my story today, I'm going to look at smartphones, or more precisely, the outlook for China smartphones in 2020. This is an incredibly important story, if I do say so myself, since smartphones have become the big-ticket electronic device of choice for most people, not only in the West, but also in developing markets like China and India. It's actually those emerging markets where some of the most interesting developments could take place next year.
So what exactly are you looking for? Is Huawei going to live up to its earlier pledges to pass Samsung and become the world's biggest smartphone maker?
Not exactly. The reality is that Huawei and Xiaomi, which were two of China's former superstars, are struggling now. Huawei has beaten a rapid retreat from the global stage these last few months under the weight of U.S. sanctions that have cut it off from many of its key suppliers. Xiaomi is struggling in its key home China market, where it's facing stiff competition from Huawei and other domestic brands. The one company that's escaping the doom and gloom is Oppo, a name that's probably unfamiliar to most of our listeners, but which has become a big hit in developing markets these last few years, and is now the world's fifth largest smartphone maker. The Oppo brand itself is doing just so-so, but it's a different picture for its newer sub-brand called Realme.
So what's the deal with Realme? Are they really for real?
Ha ha ha. You may laugh, but Realme is definitely shaping up as a major new contender in developing markets. It's come from nowhere to become one of India's top-selling brands over the past year. And it's setting its sights now on other developing markets like Indonesia, Vietnam, the Philippines, and even China itself. Brand sales rose a whopping 573% in this year's third quarter, as consumers are attracted to its relative high quality at affordable prices. So Oppo and Realme are definitely names to watch in the smartphone space next year.
Cheers, boss.